I guess these are condensation trails. Yes. So until this afternoon, it was a beautiful clear sky, not one trail in the sky, and I guess nobody was piloting their planes, and suddenly all these airplanes are out. Look, they decided to go out together just so that we can have a nice condensation sky. Look at these beautiful trails. And tomorrow morning, we're going to wake up to an overcast, a shitty gray, aluminum-looking sky. And that is supernatural. And of course, all the weathermen are going to say, oh, we had a beautiful weekend, and today it's overcast. Weren't we lucky? Who are the fools? The people who believe the weather people, or the weather people who believe whoever they get their information from? It's time to wake up, sheeple. Time to fucking wake up. These are not condensation trails. This is what's called geoengineering, chemtrails, whatever the fuck you want to call them. And we've had enough of them. This is poisoning me, you, our kids, our animals, and most of all, our planet and all other species. Just look at these trails. Look at the X's in the sky. Look down there behind this building as we're approaching. Look at these beautiful X's. Here you go. No trail this morning, not one trail, beautiful clear sky. And suddenly, millions of trails that are not even dissipating immediately. This has been on now for at least 15 minutes since I've been driving. And look how they're spreading nicely so that they can create a nice hazy sky. By this afternoon, this whole sky will be hazed out and the sun will be hazed out. You won't even be able to look at it. What will it take people to fucking wake up before it's too late? Wake the fuck up. I am so angry. It's been 4 years. I've tried to shut my mouth out because I figured people will wake up on their own time. And we don't have time. We've run out of time. Because everybody is still too much in denial, thinking that it'll go away. It won't. It's up to you, to me, and all the sheeple, not those doing it. Those doing it, we know they're beyond saving themselves and their souls. But you still have some time. At least save your soul. Do something before it's too late. There is no such thing as death. You keep on reincarnating, and you'll reincarnate into more hell until you wake up and realize you only come to this planet to learn who you really are and how powerful you are. To become self-realized. That's the only reason we're here, and this is your test. This is the school, and this is your test. And if you don't see this, you are going to hell. Believe me, I've been there. I've been to hell and I've been to heaven. And hell is not a pretty place. Hell is consciousness, and so is heaven. It's both within us. And if you want to graduate from the school of hell and karma, you need to wake up and see this. Unless you want to keep going through very difficult lessons, like your family getting killed, and you stand there and watching them getting killed so you can wake up. You don't need a tragedy to awaken. There are other people who have gone through it, and they're here to tell you you don't need to go through what they went through, just like what Jesus Christ was preaching. Just open up your eyes, look at the sky, and make that decision now that you will wake up before it's too late. Do it for your children, if not for yourself. Do it for the planet. Do it for all the species that are depending on you to wake up and help them. Just like I've been waiting for people to wake up to help me, because I feel these effects. I feel the HARP. I feel the chemtrails. I don't care about myself. I've lived heaven and hell on the planet. I know what it's all about. But you, who haven't woken up, you have no idea, and you don't want to go to hell. Trust me. You don't want to experience what I've experienced. The only reason I survived it is because I also had experienced heaven. And I knew both are a state of consciousness. And that's what kept me from not taking my own life. Because that's how unbearable it was. Here you go. Crosses all over the place. Just watch what's going to happen by morning. How hazed out or overcast, and all those idiots on TV are going to be telling you about what a beautiful weekend we had. But now we're back to rain or cold or this or that. And all the sheeple will be watching and nodding and agreeing because they don't have their own common sense, because all it takes is common sense. It doesn't even take anything else to see that this is not natural. This is all genetically modified, just like your food that you're eating and everything else. It's engineered weather. And why don't we want engineered weather? Because we're destroying the ozone layer. And no ozone means no life on Earth. Those who are experimenting, they have no idea, or if they do, they maybe don't care that the planet has the right to try to save itself through its own rehabilitation systems. Just like when we get cancer, we should have the right and the choice whether we want to heal ourselves or whether we want to go through the mainstream pharmaceutical, chemo, radiation, same old for fucking 48 years that I remember from, and run for the cure that nobody has found cures for yet. Obviously, because there is no fucking cure for cancer other than your own ability to cure yourself. Your body tells you when you have cancer, you need to take responsibility and start doing something to heal your body. Not depending on doctors who only know two ways of working with cancer: radiation and chemo. Because it's a nice fat business for all those billionaires making money from the drugs they sell. Beautiful. Look at these trails. Condensation. Yeah, by now you'd think they'd fucking have dissipated. But no, they're not dissipating. They're dispersing and becoming nice and big and hazy.